But so, first of all, where in New York are you from?
Originally, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Grew up there in Brooklyn. Brooklyn kid. I moved around a lot. Actually, the last person that made a donation, I just gotta say something. Hey, big up Saudi, big up Saudi, big up to the Northwest Saudi, big up ATL Saudi. Oh man, I grew up and down the East Coast. I mean, I don't know.
How was the scene there? Were you,
Wow.
When did you get involved in electronic music?
I've been in the scene since '94, man. Like since when, like back in the day when Jungle like landed, it came to New York, and it was cool because it was like it was weird. There was a weird movement going on at that time because it was like house music. We were very much at that time. It was like New York house, Chicago house. I was a house kid. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah. I was in a deep Chicago house, like black ladies in the background singing opera, kind of like, you know, give it up, you know, like I was way into that because I was young and that's what was going on at the time. And then gradually techno kind of came over from Germany or Europe or wherever it got. I wasn't really a techno kid. I was more into like how I was more into soulful, four on the floor like bass music. I wasn't really techno is very monotonous and just kind of repetitive.
There's no soul to it.
No, there's no soul to it. It's very. I always tell me and my friends we have jokes. We used to say that people that listen to techno, we used to say heck no to techno.
I've never heard that before. No, I've
never.
Oh
man, Drew, where have you been?
Tim, when did you hear that? Or you just heard it?
Wow. No, I was actually I was attracted more to like jungle. I was very much into fast like break beats.
And that wasn't around '94. When did that first?
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
Well, no, well, it wasn't drum and bass at the time. It was actually jungle and it was raga. So it was the root of drum and bass actually stems from raga or raga jungle, which actually stems from earlier than that, which was where okay, this is crazy. Okay, all right, let me start over. All right. I'm trying to work it in a way where kids can probably wrap their heads around this. All right, there was a type of music called breakbeat, right? And there was like breakcore, and then there was like hardcore, which happy hardcore came from, right? Happy hardcore, just no. But hardcore was actually the root of the foundation of where jungle comes from.
It was really fast. It was like 170
something. It was really dark and fast. And then what they did is they incorporated, because you have to remember that the people that was making this, they were of Caribbean descent, Afro-Jamaicans or, you know, English Jamaicans and people from the island. So what they did is they took this break beat and what they did is they chopped up the amen break. And then what they did is they took raga samples from like dancehall, like, you know, who would be right now, who's like Vibes Cartel or whoever these kids listen to now, but they would
Beanie Man.
Yeah, Beanie Man, stuff like that, and they would just take it and just sample it. And then you have raga. From raga, you have Jump Up, which they sampled a lot of Redman, Method Man, stuff like that. And then it just progressed on, and then you have to remember that jungle is the only style of electronic music that has about 11 different genres or subgenres out of it, which I'm very proud. I'm a snob, I'm a purist. That's where I am. Like, I don't really venture out far from that. However, in my older age, I have learned to accept dubstep, good dubstep. Because when it first came out, man, it was horrible.
Yeah. Oh, there's just so much of it right now. And just like anything, you got to dig
I'm glad that we're talking about this subject. I really have to say something about
that. That's good. That's why you're here. Real quick, by the way, we are taking your donations. We're talking with Jay Sonic MC. We are taking your pledges right now. We have our operator standing by. 206-421-8989, 1-877-421-8989, Sonic.
Yes, okay, real quick. All right, kids, listen up. Rusko, Skrillex, any of these mainstream electronic dance people that you all worship and you spend all this money to go see, listen to me, kids. They're not the originals. Please, I want you kids right now, if you have a computer, I want you to start Googling. Start using your brains, kids. I love you guys. You guys are smart. That's why you listen to good music like this and not other crappy mainstream stuff. But listen to me, please. Go dig for real dubstep. Use your YouTube. Listen to me, please. And if I see another Facebook message where somebody's having an argument about Keisha, and Britney Spears invented dubstep. I swear to you, I'm probably gonna pull out my hair if I hear this again. Please, these people did not invent anything. They have records remixed by dubstep artists.
What are some of the dubstep artists that you're really digging right now? Who are
Wow,
the ones?
I'm old school with it. Like I like Chef. Actually, big up to Chef Crew for bringing Shuffle over from England and like having him here in America, man. Like go dig for Chef. Check out people like I don't know. Who else do I like? Go check out Matty G, West Coast Dawn of dubstep. Seriously, like go dig for these people. These are like really dope people, man. Like don't just settle for like these people that just pop up overnight, man. Like, and that's another thing, actually. I'm not trying to, you know what I really would like to see, honestly? You know what I don't see here?
What?
If there are any, I swear to you, if there are any, I'm looking for this right now. Okay. If there are any young MCs who like jungle or drum and bass or anything like that, I'm talking about like you young kids who go to raves, do you understand that there's a market for somebody to fill a void? Do you understand you can be the Justin Bieber of the bro step scene? Step forward, please. Message me. I'm looking for girls. Actually, you know what I really want? I want to find a dope female MC to promote. There's not enough female MCs in the electronic music scene.
Well, how did you become an MC? Why are you an MC?
You know what? I'm an MC because you know what it was? I was actually a class clown, and I went to a performing arts school, and one of my teachers actually was going to flunk me. She told me that if I didn't go to this performing arts school, she was going to flunk me because I had too much talent. I got transferred to a performing arts school, and I figured I want to be an actor. I was like, okay, that's cool, but I don't really like being other people because as an actor, you have to pretend to be other people. I like being myself. Yeah. So I was like, nah, not so much. But then I really liked music a lot. Like, I remember my mom yelling at me, like, turn it off, go to bed. And I would still sneak and turn my radio on and put it under the blanket and, like, listen to classic rock to go to sleep to. So, I mean, I listen to everything from punk rock to indie rock. I love the local indie rock scene here. So if any of you kids are in indie rock bands, keep it up. Indie rock, love it. Yes, Jay Sonic listens to indie rock and other things outside of.
You're alone in the studio then.
Yeah, dude, I listen to everything, bro. As an artist, you have to be well-rounded. And producers. Another thing I have to say, kids, if you're producing music, you want MCs. Make sure when you're producing your music, a lot of you guys will send people like, you know, listen to my stuff. I want you to be on my this and that. And it's like, really focus on what you're doing and just try to like check out some tutorials and don't just like emulate what you think you hear and pass it off as dubstep because you and your friends think it's cool. It's really not. And bro step is not a cool thing. Bro step's not cool, guys. Like I need to show y'all some.
A lot of people don't know about what
okay, bro step is. Bro step is music that really makes a lot. It's just
too much. It's like using every
Skrillex. Let's see.
Oh, I don't hate so much on.
It's not about hate, bro. It's not. Okay, it's not about hate. I don't hate. I'm a lover. I'm not a hater.
All right.
Okay? Just because I like things don't mean that I'm hating. It just means I don't like something.
I guess I'm a little more passionate.
I'm very passionate. Actually, I was once called a jungle Nazi once. Yes, I really was, and I didn't know how to really respond to that because I was
like, it's not a good term.
It's not Nazi. Anything.
It's
been
thrown
following
around.
Nazi.
It's thrown around way too much too, and
but
it really shouldn't be thrown around at all.
I knew what she meant, and she was saying I was just kind of obnoxious about my stance and my passion for this music. It's coming back, kids. Also, another thing, I just want to touch bases real quick. Please donate to this station. I grew up.
Yes.
No, you don't understand, people. I grew up in New York. We don't have anything like this in our public school systems. Let me explain something to you. We have metal detectors and NYPD policemen at all of our schools, okay? This is what our school system looks like in an urban city. You guys are very fortunate. You're very lucky to have something like this. I wish when I was a kid, I had something even closely related to this. I think I would have been a lot further in what I'm doing now. And I support and commend the radio station. I'm a starving artist. I came up to just donate some time right now. When I got some cash, I'm going to throw y'all some dough.
That's right. Well, no,
you guys have me up here.
We got to get him a call in right now.
Yeah, if you guys can call in. 206. Y'all can ask me questions and stuff, man. Come on, man.
206-421-8989, 1-877-421-8989. We're talking with Jay Sonic, MC, right now in the studio, trying to raise money for this radio station. You know, the phones haven't rang since you've been here.
I wish
so you know.
Please call.
Not to call you out like that.
Wow, bro. Bro. This is my. You know what? This is the first time I've actually in my career I've actually been to a telethon or
Yeah.
sort of thing. I think this is really good for me. I'm donating my time.
It's good.
This is good karma.
I am really interested though in how you got here.
Okay. All right. Real quick. All right. How I got here. I had been told by a bunch of friends of mine years ago that I needed to move to Washington, and this is around the time when the grunge scene was like heavy here. I was into grunge too. By the way.
When did you move here?
I moved here in 07, actually.
Okay.
I know I waited too late, and I missed the whole scene here, man, when it was cracking in its heyday, and I missed it. And I finally woke up and said, you know what, I can't live in New York anymore. I'm breathing pollution and toxins, and I'm angry all the time, and I live on top of people, and I don't have any space. I can't breathe oxygen. I can't think properly. It's just too much. And my good buddy was still living here before he moved to England, and he was like, bro, you need to really come out and just, like, get out of the city, man. He's like, you have too much talent to live in the city and just squander it away by being stressed out. So I got out here. Honestly, I love Washington. I'll never move because the week I moved here, specifically, I remember this. The week I moved here, I still had, like, this, I don't know, I had this energy about me that was still very angry and hostile and very pissed off about a lot of things that did or didn't happen in my career, and I was angry about a lot of stuff. And I remember the first week being here, and I remember just going outside and breathing air, and I remember just like feeling myself actually change, like internal. It was more of an internal, a subtle internal change where it was like, wow. And I actually owe it all to breathing oxygen in the Evergreen State.
It's really that much better here than.
Oh my man! All right, listen to me. If you've been in New York, somebody call in and you can vouch for this. If you're from a major urban city, we don't have green like this. I mean, Central Park is like if you look at an aerial map, Central Park is like a strip. Everything else around you is concrete. It's concrete. It's subway trains. It's pollution. It's trains. It's buses. It's people. It's
now. How is the scene there? Like as far as like
wow. Okay.
Where do you go to party? Where do you go to dance? Where do you go to hear electronic music?
Or in New York?
In New York.
Oh, I haven't been there in a while, and I know things change, but Concrete Jungle.
When you're growing up.
Concrete Jungle is where I graduated from, man. It is the first, original, and the only, still #1 jungle weekly in America right now. Concrete Jungle. Check it out.
I've heard of that still going
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I guess they had one here. It didn't really work out so well.
But the original.
It is the original. I graduated from the original. I'm one of the original cats.
What are some of your influences?
Oh, wow. TC Islam, right off the top of my head. That is my godfather. He is the guy who brought me into the scene, educated me, just saw me as a raw lump of clay and was like, the funny thing is, you asked about the scene. I remember going to Concrete Jungle and just being a kid going to the parties because I like jungle. I was a freak about it.
Absolutely.
And one day I met TC outside. I mean, because I knew we have a bunch of friends in the scene and we're all friends. And so one day I remember just like being silly and I was mimicking him and emulating him.
Yeah.
And I thought he was gonna yell at me, and he didn't. And he actually stopped and was like, "Come here, man. Let me talk to you, man. Yeah. You making fun of me now, but you got something going on." And I was like, nah, man. I'm into punk rock. I do punk and metal. He's like, no. Come here. Let me talk to you. And he actually grew me and got me signed to Jungle Sky Records, which is the first and original, first and forever. Remember that. Google that. Jungle Sky Records or Liquid Sky. Go check that out. New York City, old school. Wow, a lot of people, right now I was just talking to that Reed Speed off the top of my head. DJ Crunchy, my sister.
Who's in studio right now?
Empress. Wow, these are just people that, like, some of these people have seen before. These are people I grew up with. These are DJs who gave me my start.
Okay, 206-421-8989, 1-877-421-8989. Sonic, I know you're on your way to
Onset.
Can we talk with you for a little bit longer?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna play a record. I'm gonna go deal with some stuff here.
Please call. Don't forget to call people, please.
It's 1-800. I'm sorry, 1-877-421-8989. Of course, 206-421-8989. We'll be right back with Sonic. I gotta play a record for Isaiah. I believe he donated a little while ago, and he donated $100.
Big up Isaiah.
You want to hear the Mortal Kombat record, so we'll do it for you.
Big up to you, Isaiah, for your donation. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.